Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the LSU Dynasties YouTube channel, the YouTube home of Legend Sports Universe, all-time dynasties all the time. The LSU is a collection of cross-era sports simulation dynasty universes featuring the all-time greats from sports history, utilizing out-of-the-park baseball, pro strategy football, franchise hockey manager, and title bout boxing, and will soon feature a basketball offering as well, utilizing draft day sports basketball. So, in addition to writing about and covering the dynasties that I run using these different games, I'm also a longtime mod creator. I have created rosters for Out of the Park Baseball, High Heat Baseball, MPP Baseball, going way back when, back to the board game Status Pro days. I've also done rosters for Pro Strategy Football, and I've done plenty of fighters for Title Bout also, and that's kind of what this ties to. The Title Bout to Fight Night conversion project is something I took on a couple of months ago because of the absence of a good boxing game for the consoles since Fight Night Champion came out in 2011. There is promise on that front. Esports Boxing Club is a game that is in the works that looks like it could end up being really, really good. It also seems like it is at least a year away, if not more. So I didn't want to wait on this. Title Bout is started out as a board game back in the 80s, and it's seen a couple of computer iterations since then. And Title Bout is hands down the best simulation of the sweet science that's ever been produced. So what I wanted to do was take their rating system and incorporate modern stats. CompuBox has a bunch of data now posted online as far as, plenty of fights from the recent era, but they even have a few top fights of that they've gone back and kind of collected data from rewatching of all-time greats, guys back, before Hagler, Carlos Monzon, even, guys going back into the 70s. There's even like a Sugar Ray Robinson fight on there that they went back on. So incorporating title bout ratings with real life fight data as I had it to create a rating system to use for the conversion of title bout fighters into Fight Night Champion to kind of make the most accurate fighters possible. This fight, this video is the most in-demand current fight going. Errol Spence Jr. off his big win over Ugas this past weekend, and Terence Crawford. I have completed ratings for them. We're going to simulate that fight here. I am not going to talk over it. I was originally going to, and I decided that I recently released about a 40-minute video on here on the channel. Kind of subscribe if you haven't already, but you can go and watch that video and kind of get a little bit of a deeper dive into this project. But rather than me talking over the project or trying to sway people as to how good the project is or the fight or whatever like that, I'm just going to let you watch the fight, and then I will come on at the end of it and talk about the results, what I was trying to achieve, how it measures up, and all that kind of stuff. So sit tight for 12 rounds, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence simulation, and I will speak to you when it is done.
We got it. All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that. Throw that away. You got any more of these? I'll give you one. Hold it. More blood? Yeah. much. Here you go. Yeah, we'll get him. We got it. All we need is one up there, and that's it. You don't need that. No, throw that away. Leave that, no, throw that away. We got it. Got any more of these? I'll do one. More gloves? Yeah.
So a great, highly competitive fight. Terence Crawford, by the judging standards here, Fight Night champion, is given the split decision victory. But this exposes a glitch in Fight Night champion that is incredibly annoying. Look at that 11th round. That is a 10-8 round for Terence Crawford. There were no knockdowns in the fight, and there were very few dominant rounds by either one of these fighters during the fight. There is a glitch in Fight Night Champion. If you go, particularly in a fight that goes past 10 rounds, if you select, a 12 or a 15 round fight, where it gives an abundance of 10-8 rounds in rounds without knockdowns. There's clearly some sort of a trigger, and I haven't been able to figure out exactly what the trigger is that makes that happen. But let's be honest with it, it doesn't really matter what the trigger is because they're not releasing a patch now for a game released in 2011. But let's kind of look at this a little bit. So here we see the final stats from the bout. Spence lands 32% to Crawford's 30%. Pretty close to inline. Spence, I'll get to these in a minute as far as the expected results. Spence lands a little bit higher percentage than I figured that he would. But you can see the punch output. Spence's punch output much higher than Crawford's, as one would expect. He's the busier fighter. But let's go and look at that 11th round for a minute. You can see there in the 11th, Crawford, yes, he lands 41% of his punches to 26%, but it's not like it was 41 to 5%. He lands 2 more punches than Spence. That is simply not a 10-8 round. So the way this should have gone is Spence should have won on one judge 115, 113, and the other two should have been 114, 114, which would have made it a majority draw. Again, as we cycle through some, a few of the other round results as we get back to the original, this is a pretty balanced fight, as one would expect it to really be. But there's no, the punch difference in the 11th isn't a significant difference from the numbers you're seeing in any of these other rounds. That was the best round of the fight, that fourth. But there's a 41-21 in Spence's favor with a much higher punches landed difference. That wasn't a 10-8 round. So it's just a unfortunate fight night glitch. EA got all the big things right with Fight Night, but they messed up some little stuff like this that was an oversight that just shouldn't have been. So if we get rid of the stupid 10-8 round in the 11th, your real result here is a majority draw. 2 judges would have it 114-114. Spence would win on one judge's card, 115-113. So now let's go and take a look at how we're measuring fighters for the sake of this Title Bout the Fight Night project. The ratings that you see there are based on the punch stat data from CompuBox, based on the 10 fights, including the first title shot in the weight class that Spence and Crawford ever got. Based on that, these are your targets. So Spence, 69 punches per round, 52% of those punches would be jabs. He would land 32%. His opponent would land 23%. Terence Crawford averages 46 punches a round. 59% of those are jabs. He lands 35% to 20% for his opponents. When you go to bout targets, what we want to see out of this simulation, the punches thrown and the jab percentages stay the same. The land percentage and opponent's land percentage are an average of your land percentage and the opponent's landed percentage. So that gets us to Spence landing 26%, Crawford landing 29% are the targets that we're going for. The grade that we're looking for, if you look at these four categories, thrown per round, jab percentage, land percentage, opponent's land percentage, we want to be within 20% of all of them. That would get you an average. If you consider them as four separate grades, that would give you an average grade of at least 80. So for me to go forward and feel like these fighters are in at least a good spot, you need to be averaging an 80. So let's see what we got here. Spence averages 69.6 punches per round. That is a 0.8% differential. I could not possibly have asked for a better result than that as far as Errol Spence's punch output goes. 44% of his punches were jabs in the simulation compared with the 52% expected. A little down, but at 15%, that is totally within the 20% acceptable range. If you look at the real life CompuBox data, you're going to see a decent variation in that. So I kind of settled on 20%. That seems to work really well. Punches landed percentage. He landed 32% of his punches against Crawford. Was expecting 26%. That's 23.1% off, a little bit higher than what we wanted, a little bit outside of the range that we would want. That would come in as a 77 as a grade. So not terrible, but a little bit off. Opponent's land percentage was 29%, or excuse me, it was 30%. We were expecting 29%. That is 3.4% off. That is a stellar grade in that category too. So the average fight grade for Errol Spence's results based on what we were expecting was an 89.3. I'll take an 89.3 as a test grade, especially for version 1 of a fighter. Obviously, the goal was to get everybody into the 90s, but with the variations that you're going to see from fight to fight, that might be a little bit ambitious. But if you don't set the bar high, what are you doing it for? Terence Crawford. Crawford was expected to throw 46 punches per round. He threw 40. That is a 13% differential. So that's good. That's in line. That's an 87 grade for that category. Jab percentage was expecting 59%. He threw 48%. So like Spence, he came in a little bit low there. 18.6%, still within the 20% threshold. So that's okay. His land percentage, again, it's just the inverse of Spence's, 3.4% off. Really, really happy with that. The opponent landed a little bit more than was expected, given Crawford's defense. So we'll see. So what is happening is I am releasing, I'm doing batches of 11 fighters in each weight class, and then they're going to get simmed through. The next step of this process is to sim them through against the other 10 fighters who I've done, and then we're going to do these grades for all 10 fights, and then we'll see if they're within the 20%, that's fine. But if they are outside of the 20%, we're going to make adjustments accordingly. And we may make little tweaks here and there anyway, for little things that we see as we've watched now a larger sample size of 10 fights. So this is version 1 of these fighters. An 89 grade for Errol Spence's accuracy, an 85 grade for Terence Crawford's accuracy. I'm feeling very, very good about that at this point. Again, you can watch a different video that I have on here. It was posted about a week ago. That is a real deep dive into the methodology for doing this project. This is kind of a very quick synopsis of this particular fight and what I am looking to achieve as far as results with all of these guys. I want them to fight the way they're supposed to fight. The punch output and the jab percentages are really significant to getting a guy to fight the way he's supposed to fight. The example I always give is a high output guy, a guy like a Melter Taylor who threw 80 punches around. If Meldrick Taylor beats the guys who he's supposed to beat, but he's throwing 30 punches around, he's not Meldrick Taylor. He may as well be John Smith at that point. So you really want to kind of nail the proper punch output, the proper jab percentages, and that gets a guy fighting. And then obviously there's other stuff involved there too. I'm oversimplifying for the sake of this. But that is key stuff to getting a fighter to react and perform the way he's supposed to perform. We're going to wrap this up for now. We've gone on almost an hour with the fight. If you have stayed with this and watched the whole thing, I do sincerely appreciate it. Please kindly subscribe to the channel. I got a lot more stuff coming, not just on this Title Bout the Fight Night project, but a lot of other stuff. I probably started this channel before I should have, as I didn't have everything set and all the other dynasties and stuff like that to really be putting stuff out there regularly, but we're getting to that point now. So hopefully you will subscribe and you will like the stuff that is coming, including the all-time baseball league and franchise Legend Sports Universe Hockey League playoffs, both coming up. And thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing, and be good to each other. And any questions, anything like that, drop them in the comments, and we'll talk soon.